Hey guys, this is Type Force Reacts, and I am back to react to Death Battle, episode 200, Ruby Rose versus Maka Albarn, Ruby versus Soul Eater. Oh boy, it's episode 200, everybody. Like, Jesus, it's been quite a ride for me. I've already gone into, like, where I started with Death Battle. I'm at least I'm fairly certain I probably went over it in, like one of the season 10 episodes or something. Or maybe even I went over it in, like, a previous episode of the Kickstarter's, Death Battle era. But either way, yeah, Death Battle hasn't exactly had a good track record with, like, episodic specials. Like, I think the only good one they really had was the original Goku versus Superman, which was episode 25. Because then there was episode 50, which was, if I recall correctly, Goku versus Superman 2, which was less than stellar, to put it mildly. Then there was episode 100, which was Mario versus Sonic 2. Yeah, no. Then there was episode 150, and that was Macho Man Randy Savage versus Kool-Aid Man. Other than the original Goku vs. Superman, Macho Man versus Kool-Aid Man was the best one out of them, and even then, that wasn't really a good episode. It at least did the thing it wanted to do, which was put an end to the boomstick dad jokes, which good, and they've stuck with that, which I can definitely respect. But overall, that episode just wasn't very good. But now we'll see if they can break that streak with episode 200. And let me tell you, they better. This is Monty Oum's episode. Like, in case you didn't know, Monty Oum was the creator of Ruby, and before that, he did a whole lot of, like, he did some fan-made animations. I believe, like, Dead Fantasy was one of them, but which was like a crossover between Final Fantasy and Dead or Alive. I didn't really watch that, but I think the animation he was most known for was Haloid, which was just this big epic battle between Master Chief and Samus Aran, and honestly, I kind of wanted that battle to be like the big Monty Oum tribute, but you know what? I'm fine with it being this one, because Ruby is the original show. This was like no other IPs. He created Ruby. I mean, yeah, he did have some help, but that was mostly with story writing. Monty was the one who came up with the idea. But yeah, the reason this is episode 200 is because Monty got them a panel at RTX, like, many years back. I say many years, but it's been over a decade. And he basically said, one day in the future, I want Ruby versus Maka. Not now, because we need to give Ruby more stuff. And hey, Ruby's got more stuff now, for better or for worse. And so, yeah, this was Monty's request, and, yeah, and, well, let's be honest, I don't think the matchup would be nearly as popular if Monty didn't request it, so, just a bit of a harsh truth, I guess, but, like, still, I'm glad to see it's here. But yeah, and, I can't believe I went this long without mentioning it. Yeah, Monty was also the head animator for most of the 3D stuff in seasons 8 through 10 of Red vs. Blue. And that's the best show Rooster Teeth ever made. I'm sorry. I'm, like, that's just, yeah. Most of Red vs. Blue, which covers 19 seasons, is cinematic gold. Okay, the first 5 seasons were just kind of them screwing around. And then season 6, I mean, absolute cinema. Gotta love it. Then, season 7 came around. That was pretty good. Season 8, Monty comes in and starts animating fight scenes, and, like, dude went nuts. Oh, man. I have so many fond memories of watching Red vs. Blue. It's so great. Yeah, like, I tried to get, like, as many, like, Rooster Teeth stuff as I could, which turned out to be only, like, 3 things. First is the season 1 DVD of Red vs. Blue and the season 13 DVD of Red vs. Blue. And I just find it great that I have, as far as I'm concerned, the first season and the last season. So yeah, and the other thing, I actually have it on my chair right now, and it's, yeah, the good old Pumpkin Pete hoodie from Ruby. That one, I got this way back when I was obsessed with Ruby. I used to think the world of that show. And yeah, my overall thought, I'm going to try to keep it mostly positive with me talking about Ruby, but just so we're all fully aware, as far as I'm concerned, volume 5 and up is terrible. I hate it. Anyway, um but yeah, it I'm not really sure what else to go into here. I guess I can go into like my history with Soul Eater, which isn't nearly as diverse. I saw like a few episodes a few years back, didn't go really go back to it, and then like a week or so ago, I just kind of looked at my friend and said, "Hey, can we continue watching Soul Eater? I kind of want to root for Maka properly." And so yeah, and unfortunately, the episode we ended off on was the one where the Kishin escaped, and yeah, that's about it. Um, I'm not, and so I was just like, you know what? Okay, fine. I'm gonna start collecting the Soul Eater manga, and yeah, you know what? I got it all right here. Just give me a second. I say I got it all right here, but in reality, it's just like it's just two volumes of the Perfect Edition. So like, yeah, yeah, that's what I'm gonna start with. I'm gonna continue on with even after this battle because yeah, the Soul Eater, as it turns out, is actually pretty decent. But and we're all hoping for that one day it gets the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood treatment. Um, but yeah, so I guess I'll get into who I think is gonna win. Maka, in a heartbeat. You don't even have to scale her to Fire Force to do it, which apparently Fire Force gets like multiversal scaling, which I'm not sure personally if I buy that, but then again, I haven't exactly read Fire Force or watched it really. I watched like maybe the first season of Fire Force, but that's about it. Um, but yeah, but yeah, like I said, she doesn't need the multiversal stuff. It's just she just needs what Soul Eater itself provides, and just she outstat. I say she outstats Ruby, but the speed seems to be kind of going either way. Like they can both get to relativistic. I think Maka's got the more consistent relativistic feats, but either way, in terms of power, Maka easily she like could move parts of the moon, like that classic crescent moon with the big smile. But yeah, man, I've been talking for a really long time. I just need you guys to understand what this matchup means to me in particular, and yeah, yeah, and so yeah, I originally was going to react to this at this time of recording yesterday, but unfortunately I was out of state. I was attending my friend's wedding, and unfortunately I didn't get back home until like 10 o'clock at night, and by that point I was wiped, and I had work at 6 in the morning the next day, which is today. So yeah, I was like, no, screw it. I'm wiping out. I'll record after work. So yeah, either way, I've been listening nonstop to the Brandon Yates track for this episode, which included Casey Lee Williams. So yeah, and of course they got Ruby's official voice actress because obviously, like they still have good relations. I'm guessing they still have good relations with a lot of people in Rooster Teeth because like it's not like they themselves separated. It's more along the lines of Rooster Teeth got shut down by Warner Bros. Rip bozos. And but so Death Battle just kind of bought themselves back, and so they're just kind of its own thing, and now Rooster Teeth's apparently been bought back by Barney Burns. Who knows what they're going to be doing? Like apparently Ruby Volume 10 has been greenlit. I don't know what we're going to be doing with that. Because I stopped watching Ruby after Volume 6. So yeah, yeah, anything I know about Ruby is like secondhand information after Volume 6. So yeah, I've been prattling on way too long. I really want to see this episode. Let's just jump right in. And we'll start things up in 3, 2, 1, play.
Fight!
I wonder who animated this episode, because it clearly wasn't Devil Artemis.
Maka Albarn.
Yeah.
The battle of spunky teens with oversized gardening tools. He's Wiz.
Like, it's good animation.
And it's
our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. I'm not sure how I feel about Maka's, like, 3D model, but then again, I imagine there's not many, like, I imagine they had to self-create that model, because I don't think Soul Eater has any, like, 3D games to pull from, at least.
Fairy tales are real. Here, huntresses do battle with monstrous Grimm, and there was nothing more exciting than that to Ruby Rose.
Daughter to the world-renowned huntress, Summer, who disappeared. Little Red really wanted
disappeared. Her grade's on a cliff.
Her dedication paid off. Admitted into Beacon
oh yeah,
Academy
Ruby
2
was a
years ahead,
VTuber at
the
one point,
premier
wasn't
school
she?
for huntsmen and huntresses, Ruby clearly showed prodigious talent.
Not just that, she's got the weapon geek gene just like yours truly. Ruby doesn't leave home without her trusty Crescent Rose. It may look like a high-tech scythe, and it is, but it's also
a gun. Yeah, there we go. So many good memories. I do have good memories of Ruby.
And a bolt-action sniper rifle.
A dance is fitting, as huntsmen are locked in a never-ending waltz in their battle with the Grimm.
Crescent Rose can switch between sniper and scythe at the press of a button. Ruby's an old hand at flinging and moving it exactly
oh yeah,
she
like
wants, despite it
the
being,
Monty
like,
fights.
bigger than she is. How does she do it with those noodle
Beautiful.
arms? The girl can't even throw a punch.
Well,
yeah.
She might not need to, given the strength of her aura. All living beings in Remnant have an aura, except dark creatures like Grimm, though not all of them can utilize it in combat without extensive training. See, aura forms a barrier that blocks fatal blows and even heals wounds.
It can make weapons stronger too. When Ruby slaps a cartridge of dust into Crescent Rose, her aura lights up nature's wrath in man's hand.
Okay,
Dramatic,
alright.
but accurate. This dust represents the base elements of the world. Fire, electricity, ice, wind, anti-gravity. Does that last one count?
Right, yeah. Yeah, Ruby, like, as a show, runs on rule of cool, and that is often to its detriment, but you know what? We get some cool stuff out of it. I mean, yeah.
A person's aura may be limited, but Ruby can keep track of hers with this handy health bar on her not smartphone.
Ruby blasted through Huntress classes with flying colors. Almost right away, she was appointed the leader of her own group, with Weiss Sneed.
Yeah, 2 years early too. Like, like Oz.
I get it.
Yeah, there we go. Like, because Ozpin was just feeling quirky that day, I guess.
As evil machinations spread like wildfire, and with a flash of silver light, Beacon had fallen.
Ruby's friends.
Yeah, Volume 3 was peak. I'm sorry.
Wrecked. Her sister disarmed. All because of a lover's spat that went way too far.
Yeah,
Salem
okay.
saw the world divided, and it was time to
Salem and Ozpin being exes was a fun joke.
Ruby wouldn't give up like that, so
The
she
fact
set
that it's
out to
official is
change
kind of
the world.
disappointing.
Even as Crescent Rose began to feel heavier and heavier. Could she really save the world like her fairy tale heroes? All she did is what she's always done and never stopped moving forward.
Because Crescent Rose wasn't the only thing she needed. She had to improve her semblance too.
Right. While aura is essentially the manifestation of one's soul, the semblance is an expression of their personality.
Basically, it's a superpower farmed by aura. And Ruby's got super speed. Or a teleport. Or what is she doing exactly?
Close. This is Petal Burst, a mixture of speed, teleportation, and intangibility. Ruby can rocket from one point to another
it's
in
weird.
milliseconds.
By literally bursting
It used to
into
be
petals.
super speed, but
Sort of.
now it's
According to
something else
Girl
entirely, I
Ruby's
guess.
semblance is extremely complex and variable. It involves breaking her body down to its molecular components before zooming off in complex paths, negating the laws of mass entirely.
AKA Super Speed Plus. And Nora's best girl. Ruby's Petal Burst
Hey,
is so quick she can make
okay.
flying missiles
Boomstick
look
thinks
completely
Nora's best
still.
girl. All right,
Attacking her with a
interesting.
bullet or a
Interesting
breadstick.
choice. I'm not
She's
complaining.
certainly quick
Nora's
enough to
great.
give Emerald and Mercury a hard time, and they've dodged actual lightning.
She's faster than Blake, who could keep up with the most cringe faunus of all, Adam Taurus.
Well, he did draw his sword fast enough to parry an actual particle beam. In real life, such a beam is created by accelerating charged particles to
I'm
just
not
under light
I'm
speed.
not a fan of the.
That's impressive.
Yeah,
Such
I'm not a fan of the
powerful
Adam
ability,
Hage because
Ruby
that
could
dude,
safely
that
shine
dude
her
was
smile
killed
for
by
years,
poor
even as she
writing. I
carried
hate
the
it.
fate of
Like,
Remnant across the world. To her friends, she
I,
was a beacon
okay, I'm
of
sorry.
hope.
I
Well,
promise I
yeah,
tried to keep
she's
it
got
positive,
one
but
more
like, come on.
superpower. Her silver eyes! Just like her mom, Ruby inherited them from the god of light as a weapon against negative anti-life energy, like the evil goop Grim spawned from. Just a wink and blam!
Yeah, that's something like people are wondering, like, if the silver eyes would work on Black Blood. I don't think it does, simply because I think Black Blood and Grim are too different to actually, you know,
her team could even match the ace,
you know, actually, you know, be comparable.
Including Harriet, whose super speed semblance was totally outclassed by Petal Burst, and Vine, whose aura was strong enough to contain a bomb that was about to decimate the whole city of Mantle. Man, these are some pretty powerful auras.
Though it's important to remember, Ruby is only 17 years old. The weight of being a leader, a savior, and a huntress like her mother would get heavier and heavier and heavier.
She got over it. Look at her go!
Yeah.
Taking Crescent Rose firmly in hand.
If I had a nickel for every time Rooster Teeth said, killing yourself is the way to go, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it should never have happened at all. Okay, alright. I'm sorry, I tried to keep it positive, but, like, okay, whatever. Alright.
We all make decisions.
Yeah, like I said, I have fond memories of Ruby, but at the same time, like, that fondness also brings out the criticism in me, and I'm just like, okay. Alright.
It's easy to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player predictions.
But yeah, Ruby's cool. Like,
simple as that.
I think the only problems I have with her character happened in, like, you know, season 7, I believe, volume 7, whatever. Simply because it was less Ruby and more the problem with the entire group as a whole, because they decided to keep a secret from Ironwood, who was doing nothing but helping them throughout the entire series. And they decided, you know what, we're going to keep a whole lot of secrets away from him, make him distrustful of us. This very paranoid dude, and then act surprised when he gets mad at you, when he gets mad at us for keeping secrets. Like,
it's good to be right.
Okay. Alright.
A sound soul dwells within a sound
absolute
mind.
cinema. Okay, we're done. I don't need, like, come on, like, I remember seeing, like, Soul Eater, and, like, watching the beginning of the episode, and, like, every episode starts with, you know, a sound soul, a sound, whatever, you get it. And I'm like, if they need to start the death battle analysis with that, and they did, absolute cinema. Love it. Alright.
Where death rules! Literally, his name is Death.
Yeah, there we go.
Death tasks humans to become spiritually talented meisters of demon weapons.
AKA people who are also a weapon. No, really, they transform into weapons. Guns, ninja stars, hammers, you name it. A Meister weapon pair kills and consumes lost souls to keep the Kishin away. Jack the Ripper? More like Jack the Fraud.
And so, the demon weapon, Soul, was paired with the dutiful rising star, Maka Albarn.
Talk about your classic teacher's pet. The kind of girl who
Unfaithful man and rough. Yeah, unfaithful. Yeah, her dad. You can just say her dad. You don't need.
A weapon who's too concerned with being cool to do any real work.
Hey, Soul's not just any demon weapon. He's a scythe. And he's got his sights.
Yeah, apparently this is a really popular ship. Like, so far I'm like, I think it's pretty alright, but then again, like I said, I haven't seen the rest of Soul Eater, so maybe there's a whole lot more moments between them that I just haven't seen, but like...
All they needed was 99 Kishin eggs and the soul of a witch. Easy, right?
Maybe, since Maka is extraordinarily perceptive at spotting and examining souls. She can detect spiritual presences from millions of yards away, and can discern its nature, stability, and emotions.
Time for class then. The two trained hard, but their styles kinda weird. Okay, so Maka guides Soul in the direction she wants to go, but Soul, the scythe, does all the actual movements.
Right, yeah. You know how, like, she twirls her scythe? She's not doing that. She's literally holding it, and Soul is, like, twirling himself in the palm of her hand. Like, it's pretty cool.
Too bad their teamwork sucked.
Yeah.
They fumbled the easiest chance for Death Sight status. F-.
Maka just could not get in tune with Soul's wavelength. She was skilled, sure, more skilled than most.
Keyword, most. There were plenty of rivals showing her up, like Blackstar and Tsubaki.
Really puts a damper on the straight A's when this show-off is doing better than you.
Right, yeah. Blackstar's got exactly one brain cell, and he gives it to Tsubaki to start monologuing.
Wavelengths are the means with which Meister and weapon draw strength through each other. Think of two wavelengths as different emotional amplitudes that must...
I am really loving the editing. Whoever did the editing, top notch. I love it.
The weapon's the amp, then they create a feedback loop to increase its frequency. That's soul resonance.
Soul resonance creates a telepathic link and surges their strength and speed.
And preps them for cool sight moves like the Witch Hunt Slash, a big energy strike that puts the L in evil.
As the name implies, it works especially well against witches and other evil creatures. It's not exclusive or anything.
There we go.
It's actually really deadly against evil because of Maka's rare anti-demon wavelengths. Basically,
So yeah, it's probably not going to do
Little Two-Shoes
very
gets her the
much
power
against
of
Ruby, but
Fury
like
or whatever.
it's just
Maka and Soul
especially
were
good
becoming
against
a
evil. So like
synchronized
whatever.
unit.
Like
Though
plus we aren't
one
even
would
like
sometimes need to rein in the others.
yeah
idiotic
there we go.
And
Maka
the other
chop.
guys gotta stop their annoying overthinking, Wiz.
But everything changed after a
Yeah, now we're
huge
getting to the Black
encounter
Blood.
with Krona, which nearly killed Soul.
Now Soul had an ogre pal in his head, waiting for him to swing on over and play the piano. Yep, Soul got infected with black blood.
Black blood was specially brewed as a weaponizable blood. It hardens and strengthens its user's body, inside and out, increasing their physical ability. They can even block blades with their bare skin.
Too bad it comes with a little side effect of madness with a capital M.
A force of
I keep
fear
forgetting
and
that
sadness
Venom
all
versus
living
Krona
things
was a
possess,
thing,
which
which is
threatens to
weird
ruin
because the fight
their
itself wasn't actually all that bad, especially like Krona's voice actor went nuts. Like I know.
But thanks to Soul, she got over it. And
Like,
even welcomed
okay,
in
whatever.
Their new little ogre buddy.
Now, when Soul plays his grand piano, their soul resonance sings even louder through the black blood.
Giving Maka all the perks of black blood too, even the crazy parts. Bet you didn't expect that, Krona.
But evil saw their plans through.
Yeah.
The Kishin Asura had arrived.
Now we're at the
Madness
point
was
where
spreading
I stopped
everywhere.
watching the.
So
I say
Maka
stop,
and
but
Soul
I'm going to
had
get back to this
locate and
eventually.
upgrade their witch hunt to the even stronger demon hunt slash. They went on even more missions to reach souls with classmates like Blackstar, and that guy outran his own shadow.
Perhaps the most obvious evidence ever.
Wow.
of faster
Yeah,
than
just
light
faster
speeds.
than-
And
just
Maka
straight up
could
faster than
finally
light.
keep up with him.
Pair that with her fight with the demon tool Gopher, who could obliterate whole mountains, and you've got one hell of an ass kicker.
And yet, Maka's relationship with Soul still faltered. Soul was the real star here. Even other Meisters were trying to take him as a weapon, away from Maka.
I mean, he literally moves himself, so Maka couldn't help but wonder if she was holding him back all
Right?
along.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
Soul
okay.
said the truth. In all of their missions, their teamwork was the key to
Yeah.
their
There we
victory.
go.
An orchestral performance.
I
is only
can
as good
definitely
as
see
one
like the
conducting.
relationship
And so,
like
their wavelengths
signs
played in
here, like
harmony,
the
and Maka
because
donned
like
a
oh she's
dress
worried
of
he'll
black
he'll
blood.
leave
It's
her
an
for
armor
someone else
literally
like
made
that.
of blood.
Yeah,
Lets
okay.
Maka fly around and shoot out her soul as an epic sound wave. So freaking metal.
At the same time, Soul discovered he could hack souls and directly transmit Maka's
Yeah, there we go.
anti-demon wavelengths,
Imagine what that's
basically
going to
shutting
do
their
to
enemy
Aura.
completely
Like-
down through Soul Adagio.
And they finally achieved Death Scythe. The dream's here, baby.
So when Krona's own Black Blood reached its final stage, Maka and Soul flew to the moon. A moon small and unassuming, but so dense it has the same mass as the planet itself. The very world's sanity was at stake.
Krona might have gone insane, but Maka still reached out to their new friend's soul until the Kishin showed up to ruin everything.
Because,
Come
yeah.
on, Asura, they're having a moment here. Timing, bro.
In what would be Maka's final exam, Maka, Soul, and all of their friends faced off against
Okay,
the
they're not
Kishin.
giving her Fire Force scaling. Like I said, she doesn't need it.
Plus, Maka pulled her weight and perfected her teamwork with Soul.
Yeah,
Their
there we go.
wavelengths were pitch perfect.
Asura did everything he could to separate them, crater them into the moon, punch holes in Maka's
Ooh.
chest, tamper their souls with madness, and each time they successfully realigned their wavelengths.
Until they kicked his ass with one final upgrade, the Kishin Hunt Slash. Maka Chop!
There we go.
That's what I call absolute cinema.
Ah,
Because
oh,
the sound
I
soul
have
dwells
that
within a
death
sound
mat. It's
mind
on my
and
computer right
body.
now. I can't exactly
So
move
should
it,
you
but like
feel overwhelmed by evil's roars, just write 4242564 whenever you want to knock on death's door.
oh, I love that. Okay, all right, yeah.
Congratulations.
And thanks to reading the
Wiz,
Soul
your ego
Soul Eater
is showing.
manga. That's
And
how
why
you
not?
call
This
death.
battle
Like
is
that's
episode
let's see.
200.
I know it's like
Well,
at the very
yeah,
beginning,
it's a
so
big
like.
deal. So we've got a big
Yeah, there we go.
discount on our website to
42,
celebrate.
42,
That's
564, knock, knocking on death's door.
Website members already
Okay.
get awesome deals like exclusive
But yeah,
Death Battle merch,
that just
the whole
further proved to me,
episode
yeah,
archive,
Maka's
including
winning
episodes
this,
on
but
YouTube, and a
like I said, it is a weird situation because I don't want Ruby to die a brutal death, because at the end of the day, this is Monty's episode, and I still love Monty. Like, even though he's long gone. Like,
membership as soon as you can.
Man, alright.
Such absolute cinema. No, really, we made an absolute cinema desk mat that's on
Yeah.
the store. Cool as
Yeah,
fuck.
like I said, I got that. So, you don't need to advertise that to me.
Alright, the combatants are set.
Alright,
Run
here
the
we
data
go.
through all possibilities.
It's
Time for a
scythe battle!
Scythe battle! Okay, we're doing something special for episode 200. Got it. Alright.
Okay, it's official. This is so not cool.
Oh, come on, Soul. Our target should be here, so try helping out. Hi! Who are you looking for?
It's a terrible drawing, but you know what? It works.
Little Red Riding Hood, your humanity has strayed from its just path, and the Shinigami has called for you. Your boyfriend turns into a scythe. Oh, that's so cool. Your soul is ours.
Oh, I'm hearing Death in Bloom. I've been listening to that nonstop for the past 24 hours. Like, come on. Oh. Your scythe is a gun!
Won't lie, Red. Your moves are sick, but too slow for my Meister.
You haven't seen anything yet. Focus. She's quick, but we can handle it.
Let's go, Soul Resonance!
Alright, okay. Okay, yeah, I'm loving this so far. Alright. Ooh, alright. Because, yeah, unlike Ruby, Maka can throw hands.
Get back here.
Oh, I love the blending of 2D. Oh. Okay, alright, oh. Alright. Alright, black dress, okay. The black blood dress, whatever, I forgot what it's
Her
called.
soul forms a barrier. Try helping out.
Relax.
Oh. There's, oh, the piano playing. This was not in the, this was not in the track. The piano was not in the track. Okay. Oh.
Sorry, but I'll never stop fighting. I'm Ruby Rose, and I am a huntress.
Soul Adagio.
Yeah, there we go. Got rid of the aura. And there's Silver Eyes.
Wavelengths. Damn it, she's... Stay strong, Maka! You got this!
Yeah, oh! He's... Oh! Okay, straight up cut her in half. Like, down the middle.
A simple, honest soul. Ruby Rose, huh?
Oh, man, the two moons in the sky. Oh, okay.
Rest in
Alright.
peace, Ruby. But
Yeah.
hey, it's not often you get to see scythe-on-scythe action
Right,
like that.
yeah.
Let's break this down with the
Okay,
four categories that best
let's see
represent
it. Let's
this
see it.
matchup.
Okay.
First, strength.
Or a supercharged Ruby's strength way higher than you'd think, like kicking this Grim through steel. But Maka's soul resonance could match Gopher, who destroyed mountains.
Right,
Now,
yeah,
Team
there we
Ruby
go.
did defeat Vine, whose aura contained a bomb that could have wiped out a city.
Adding up their flight speed and how far Harriet said they'd have to fly to avoid the blast, that's a 366 kiloton
Okay,
bomb.
It's
interesting.
possible Ruby's own aura possesses a similar level of, say, energy strength, though her semblance obviously can't replicate what Vine did.
Black Blood Maka
Okay.
got blasted by Asura into the moon. Yeah, it's small, but its mass is the same as Earth's, right?
Putting Asura's strikes at 2 quadrillion tons
Ah,
of TNT.
yeah, there we go.
Over 5 billion times higher than Vine.
Yeah, there we go.
Maka takes
Ooh,
strength,
Billy's a
but
touch
speed
stronger.
wasn't as
Goody.
clear-cut. Ruby's a fast little gal. Maka kept up with Black Star, faster than shadows and whatnot. But as they improved their skills, Ruby and her friends could outspeed Adam,
who blocked a particle beam. Though, given the distance and time to react, Adam moved about 42% the speed
Okay,
of light.
so yeah,
not quite
relativistic, but not
shadow
faster than
territory.
light. Got
Still,
it.
Ruby's pedal burst has become far faster than this over time, and clearly gives more than a 2-time speed increase on top of that 42%, making her well past light speed.
Okay,
definitely enough
all
to
right.
take on Harriet, who was all about speed. Angry speed.
This isn't to say Maka couldn't keep up thanks to Soul Resonance, but Pedal Burst makes this comparison close enough to call it a
Okay,
tie.
fair enough.
And
Yeah,
the speed
I'll
would be
give him
key to
that.
winning
I
in skill.
always said
Come
speed
on,
was
Wiz.
was
Call it what
contestable.
it really is. It's Scythery.
That's
Scythery,
not a
okay.
word.
Maka's Scythery was pretty good, but Soul does all the movement for her. As a Meister, she was mostly a guide.
It's easy to assume that Ruby's Scythery was superior. She's entirely self-sufficient at dancing with her weapon.
Soul's own control is still a factor here, but it doesn't change that Ruby's been swinging that thing for way longer than Maka. Ruby's got Scythery
Okay,
in
I'm
the
not sure if I
bag.
agree with
Perhaps
that,
this
but
edge would
whatever.
Be enough for Ruby to avoid Maka's far
Simply
greater
because
strength
Maka was
if she
already,
had the
like,
better powers.
well
Aura's
experienced
really
at the very
cool.
beginning of her
Barriers,
series.
healing,
Like,
superpowers, and so on.
we
but it's
literally
got
start
one
off
big
with
weakness.
It is a
with
finite
Maka,
resource that is required
I'll
for all
get
of
into this.
Ruby's
Yeah,
powers.
there we
Pedal
go.
Burst, activating dust.
I'll
even
get into that
powering up
later.
Crescent Rose takes juice and Samora. Once it's gone, Ruby's totally vulnerable.
And there's a second key factor regarding Aura. It is specifically a manifestation of Ruby's soul.
There we go.
Maka's powers are all about taking on souls. Maka
Yeah.
had lots of ways to break through Ruby's aura, like Soul Adagio.
And
Just
since
completely
Maka
shuts
is
it down,
exceptionally
yeah.
gifted at examining souls, she could definitely figure out how Aura works.
But plot twist, what about Ruby's silver eyes? Her anti-grim eye beams? Turns out they were actually her best secret weapon.
The negative power of Grim is quite similar to Madness wavelengths, which power Black Blood.
Okay.
Since anti-demon wavelengths can cancel out Black Blood, the Silver Eyes should achieve a similar effect.
But Maka and Soul's whole story is about reaching that perfect soul resonance. Asura tried every way in the book and more to separate their wavelengths and
Okay,
failed. And
all
we already
right.
talked about how much stronger
Wow, they
he is than
even-
Ruby. Maka takes powers.
Okay,
'cause
they
when she
even-
rose to the occasion, Ruby didn't
All right.
stand a
They
semblance of a
even
chance
gave
and
Ruby the
bit
benefit of the
dust.
doubt, saying
The
Silver Eyes
winners
would
are
work.
Maka Albarn and Soul Evans.
Okay,
Wait,
wow.
his name is Soul Evans? Next time on Death
All right,
Battle.
whatever. Okay, what's next? Oh, it's a live action.
Subscribe and join as a member
All
to
right.
see more
Okay,
Death
Blade
Battle.
versus Buffy.
Thanks for watching.
All right, interesting. You hit me with that right at the end. Okay. All right. Dang it, make me sad. Okay. But yeah, okay. I'll get into what I wanted to say at the beginning. In the scythery category, I should say. I don't agree with them saying that Ruby's been doing it for longer, because it's very much okay, look. Okay, at the very beginning of the series, this is in the anime too, they open up with them fighting, Jack the Ripper, but then, like, it's basically revealed, yeah, this was when they eat, his soul, apparently, that's the 99th one. They've been doing this for a long time. This is, she was already an experienced, Meister at the very beginning of the series. I don't know. At worst, I'd call it a tie. I would have called that a tie too, honestly. Like I said, I'm not like 100% on that, but like I said, I haven't seen Soul Eater or read all of it, whatever. But yeah, yep, fantastic episode. I loved it. Man, so many good memories. And Monty, man, Monty, he was so cool. But yeah, all right. The world is a much darker place without him. Who knows what would have happened to Ruby if he stuck around? But I say stuck around, but I don't mean to, like, you guys get what I mean, right? But yeah, so I'm just stuck looking at this screen. Just thank you, Monty. That's really all I can say. But yeah, next time, Blade versus, I'm guessing Blade from, Marvel, versus Buffy. Shot in the dark. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I've seen the original Blade movie, and I did see Deadpool and Wolverine where he showed back up again. Spoilers, I guess. But that movie's been out for a while. We're fine. And I've never seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I've seen, like, clips of it here and there. I know Mahler talked about, like, one specific episode in Buffy that at least I'll know it if they bring it up. But other than that, like, who knows who wins that one? I'm not really all that interested, but hey, vampire versus vampire hunter. Then again, I guess both of them are technically vampire hunters. Blade's just, half vampire in that kind of... He's weird. He's a daywalker. He has all the strengths of a vampire, but none of the weaknesses. So, I'm not sure... Then again, I'm not familiar with... I'm not overly familiar with either character, especially not Buffy. But yeah, so... Man, this is a really good episode. Like, regardless of, all the criticisms I levied toward Ruby during, and by Ruby, I mean the show. The character, she's just kind of alright, at the end of the day. But no matter how many criticisms I levied toward Ruby the show, it comes from a sense of love, because I really wanted the show to, come into its own and, like, be the best thing it can be. And unfortunately, where they decided to go was just not what I liked. So, yeah, but regardless, yeah, this was great. I loved it. But yeah, thank you, Monty Oum, one last time. And yeah, I got nothing else to say, so I'm just gonna end the video here. So yeah, till next time, guys. See ya.